Welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm Mayastar, and today's article is titled Shiva, Cosmic Creator, Dancing Destroyer and Liberator of the Light, a Mayastar energy healing article. This article explores the nature and purpose of the Hindu deity Shiva and looks at the different aspects we can connect with to progress the spiritual path and hasten the healing journey, and we discover energy healing and meditation techniques that can help us awaken the potent archetypal forces within our own energy field. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing and share this page with your friends. Listen to the end for my recommendations for your next step and receive special offers for Mayastar courses by joining the Mayastar mailing list at mayastar.net. And because your engagement really helps me out, if you like, share, subscribe or comment today, I hope and intend that you will be blessed with bountiful beneficence this week. May brilliance, beauty and abundance abound. And now, let's explore Shiva, Cosmic Creator, Dancing Destroyer and Liberator of the Light, a Mayastar energy healing article. Shiva is the Hindu god of creation, destruction and regeneration. As one of the principal deities of Hinduism, he is approached in many places by many people, at many times and in many aspects. The face deities revealed to each person is unique, but there are commonalities that help us to define some small portion of their nature, power, and purpose. As a major deity, Shiva is reflected in many forms that could be interpreted as both positive and negative, because he is concerned with both the creation and destruction of the universe. He is also called the Auspicious One because he is the supreme being that protects and transforms the universe. The power of working with deities for spiritual development. At the highest level, Shiva is regarded as formless, limitless, transcendent and unchanging, but by nature, deities are simultaneously transcendent and immanent, accessible to us intimately and tangibly in the mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical aspects, and if we choose to work with them, our relationships with deities evolve over time in the same way relationships with other people do. As we grow in spiritual awareness and develop a higher perspective, our interpretation of experiences with deities will change. It's important to remember that the energy we connect with when we connect with deities is really just the tip of the iceberg. We are dealing with beings of light and consciousness that have their own purpose and destiny that unfolds over millennia. It's not possible to fully grasp the cosmic scope of their power and influence, but we can connect with them in small ways and learn to work with their energy in order to awaken the archetypes they represent within our own psyche. This can be a powerful way to progress our personal healing and spiritual development. Using sacred names, chants, and mantras to connect with deity. As there is no part of the divine that is not perfect, the names attributed to the deities are considered sacred and perfect in themselves. By mindfully and sincerely chanting, speaking, or singing these sacred names in meditation, we can draw near to that deity, and they, in turn, draw nearer to us. The utterance of sacred names is a powerful ritual in itself, and there are many chants that can be used to help connect with Shiva more intensely. As with all deities, Shiva has different faces or aspects that may be addressed or invoked. Most commonly, he is depicted as benevolent, but as with all principal deities, he is complex and has more severe aspects where he may be depicted as a destructive or chaotic force. These darker aspects can be invoked when we are focusing on overcoming challenges, darkness, negativity, and hindrances, and these darker aspects reflect the deepest mystery of life, and that is Without death, discrimination and chaos, there can be no life, freedom or order. Those things we consider to hold a negative connotation are not in opposition with the things we consider to be positive. Rather, they are essential to the unfolding and expression of those things. This illustrates an important understanding of deities. They can reflect some of our shadow qualities as well as our light, and help us to perceive areas we need to heal. However, if you have a tendency to self-destructive habits when connecting with a deity like Shiva, it might help to focus more on his creative side rather than attempting to connect with him as a way to validate your negative tendencies. Your intention when working with deity will define your experience. Energy healing, spiritual awakening, and cosmic consciousness. Shiva is depicted with a third eye in the center of his head, a serpent around his neck, a crescent moon on his head, and the river Ganges flowing from his hair. He usually bears a trident as his weapon and a two-headed drum. The drum is said to produce spiritual sounds by which the whole universe was created and is regulated. The Shiva Nataraj Divine Activation course is available on the Mayastar website. These attunements connect you with Shiva in his Nataraj aspect, Lord of the Dance. In this aspect, Shiva is the cosmic, ecstatic dancer, dancing on a demon that symbolizes the darkness of ignorance and restriction. He reflects our overcoming of the limitations of 3D consciousness and the boundaries of the temporal realm. He awakens us to higher consciousness, the experience of 5D awareness, and our limitless nature as eternal spiritual souls. Shiva is the divine liberator who frees us from the darkness of our ignorance and unconsciousness. We can invoke him with the intention that we too may dance upon the sources of our own constraints and attachments. The denial of our truth is the source of many mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical blocks and imbalances. Negative emotions and ill health often stem from incongruities and hindrances we perpetuate by becoming locked into patterns of over-rationalizing and reinforcing our limited perspectives. We may experience guilt, anxiety, depression, fear, anger, and other negative emotional responses as our habits of thought and action contradict our higher will and do not support our highest spiritual ideals. Resolving these incongruities and balancing out any opposition within us allows us to align more fully with the divine source. This is the path of magic and self-realization. The Shiva Nataraj Divine Activation course combines energy healing, resonance healing, mantra, meditation, breathwork, meridian tapping, and acupressure principles in a powerful and comprehensive technique that can facilitate healing and spiritual development by increasing our personal freedom and enabling the full expression of our truth. If you feel drawn to pursue your spiritual path and progress your healing journey with energy work, you can find the Starseed Shiva Divine Activation course and over 100 more attunement-based energy healing courses available on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net. I provide individual support by email for all students and personally prepare all attunements using the Orb of Life method, which allows my students to receive them wherever they are in the world. I'd like to thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope you're leaving this video suffused with good vibes and great ideas. On this channel I share my week ahead spiritual guidance and mystical musings for the collective, meditation soundscapes and energy healing articles to inspire and uplift you on your spiritual path. Recent videos on this channel that might interest you include: Are you a starseed? The signs and spiritual destiny of the star-seeded soul. 5D planetary ascension and spiritual awakening for indigo children and light workers. Kundalini energy. your questions answered. Why not take a moment to peruse the rest of this channel to discover more of my energy healing articles and relaxing meditations for some additional spiritual sustenance and magical motivation. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll find a great video recommendation for your next step in the cards at the end of this video. You can also follow me to receive daily spiritual guidance on social media. You'll find links in the description of this video for my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, podcast and more. Links to all my latest offerings can be found on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net. I upload inspiring spiritual content for you 3 times a week, so please come back soon. In the meantime, I wish you peace, prosperity, and progress in all you do. With blessings.